do your girl a favor and hit that subscribe button and click that notification bell so you can get that thing whenever I upload a new video. So today we are doing another get ready with me. Y'all already know I'm starting off with the Black Opal True Color Concealer Stick in the color Beautiful Bronze. I picked this up at the Rite Aid, I believe. Um, and oh, I love these brushes. So a few of you have DM'd me and asked me where I got these brushes from. I bought these brushes from TJ Maxx. TJ Maxx or Marshalls. Are they like the same thing? I don't know. But either TJ Maxx or Marshalls. And I had got a whole set and it came in this cute little tin. And I really, really like them. They're super duper cute. And they actually are really good quality. Like, you need a good brush. And then I have like a couple other brushes that I don't even like use at all. You know, I just have them. But so in today's show, we are going to be talking about being a pick-me and how women, is particularly melanin-rich women, we need to stop being pick-me's and we need to stop feeling like our womanhood is validated solely based on the fact of whether or not we were chose by a man. So with that being said, everybody that's entering into my house, come on over. Come on over, baby. Make sure, I don't know what that last note was. Make sure you're paying the entry fee. And y'all already know what the entry fee is. It's hitting the like button. What's up, Unique? Hey, Ash. What's up, Empress? Hey, Blinks. Hey, J Mac. Okay, so once again, CoverGirl Outlast Extreme Concealer. I use the same things every day. And I have a bunch of other stuff, but y'all know I'm a creature of habit, so I like what I like. Oh, thank you. Oh, it's love, it's $ Love Jones TV. I don't know if he was trying to put my Cash App for me before I asked, but thank you. I like when a person anticipates my needs. I appreciate it. So, yeah, we're going to talk about women being pick-me's, right? And, you know, not feeling like you need a man to validate your womanhood, because at the end of the day, you should always look at yourself as a prize. What's up, Empress Mimi? You should always look at yourself as a prize. Men have tried so hard to center themselves as a prize, and it has actually worked. And it is really disheartening to see a lot of us, especially in our community, you know, just go to bat for men that would never do the same. Like, to pedestalize men that don't even look at us as human most of the time. A lot of them see us as objects to be used and discarded however they see fit. And a lot of men also see us as, you know, just blow up dolls, pretty much. And they don't really value women's opinions. They don't feel like women should have agency over their own bodies. They don't think that, you know, women are smart. Like, a lot of men really feel like we're just here to be a concubine. And I mean, it's misogyny. You know, it is what it is. But I'm here to say that we absolutely are worthy. We absolutely have value outside of whether or not a man chooses us. And we absolutely have value outside of whether or not we choose to have kids, you know? Thank you, Rigo. I think that's how you say it. But I get on these apps and I see so many pick-me's and I just be absolutely flabbergasted. And I be like, dang, like, this is really sad that so many of us really feel like we have to, like, put on a minstrel show for a man. There's this one video that's going viral, and I did commentary on this woman before when, like, I did my show in my other format. You don't even need to wear makeup because you're looking stunning without makeup. Thank you. Nothing is a necessity, but I like it. I enjoy it, and I'm, you know, this is the beginning steps of me building a beauty empire. And I'm going to continuously say that because we manifest over here. So I am building a beauty brand. I have a beauty empire. And, you know, once I'm selling my own products, I will have to test them out for you guys and actually show you guys how the products work, you know, what types of formulas it is that I'm using. So these are the beginning stages. So I'm getting comfortable, more comfortable with doing lives like this because this is a part of my brand. Okay. So there's this woman pretty much that has gone viral again, basically on, I believe I saw it on the Shade Room, or was it on the neighborhood the neighborhood talk. And she was like, oh, why aren't black women getting married at the same rate? Y'all might see me pose a little bit for thumbnails. At the same rate as, you know, the clear women or the Asian women or the Arab women or every other type of woman. And pretty much just talking down on us, like, oh, the same rhetoric, like we're too masculine, we're too independent, we don't like to listen, we don't want to be told what to do, we don't want, you know, a man to, we emasculate men, we make men feel like they're not worthy, and blah blah blah. And it's just like, it's so played out and tired. Like, at the end of the day, I think I'm gonna do a little contour today. So I'm using this Match 6 by Fenty. I really like the magnetic like effect. She did a big one with that. That was innovative. Wait, first of all, I'm bugging because I didn't even do my brows yet. And I usually start with my brows, but I did not today for whatever reason. So for my brows, hey Mika. Hello, Mike Lit has been singing your praises today on Twitter. He's got 100. I don't know who Mike Lit is. I have no idea who that is. I feel like you just wanted me to say that name. So this is Revlon Color Stay Brow Shape and Glow that I'm going to use for my brows. But yeah, so this woman is pretty much like blaming women, blaming black women for why they're not married, as if we don't all know that men control marriage. Like, women aren't out here, I mean, unless you're like really leaning into your masculine the way that they claim they don't want you to, but they actually do. Because I be seeing videos of us on down on bended knee trying to propose to men, and I'm like, girl, get up. It makes me very, very upset. I be highly offended when I see videos like that. Like, I'd rather drag my coochie across the goddamn concrete streets in Brooklyn before I would propose to a man. What's up, Sonya? Biggest lie is we don't cook and clean. So what are we doing, and who fed you idiots? Girl, I be saying the same thing. I'm like, why do they continuously say we're not domesticated? Like, so what do we eat? Like, are we just eating McDonald's all day? Like, that is just crazy. It's bizarro to me. And they know themselves, when they were growing up, majority of them had home cooked meals. First of all, that whole we got McDonald's at home, that's because your mother was cooking you food. So all of these like tropes and like stereotypes, they come from somewhere. Oh, we got food in the house. Oh, I fed you. Don't go in here asking for nothing because you already ate. So if your mother was feeding you, and we turn these into memes and we think it's funny and cutesy or whatever today, you know that melanin rich women cook and clean. Oh, I couldn't leave dishes in the sink. My mother didn't play that. So your mother's not a black woman? Like, it be that part for me. And then also, Sonya, in our communities, the girls, we have to help raise our siblings and cousins. I know I did. We are forced to be nurturing and kind and responsible and domesticated. So I don't understand how they try to sit up here and say, oh, women ain't like that. No, we are like that. And they love to say, oh, choose better. It's the women that they're choosing and that they're chasing that is not fulfilling those types of needs. But my point still stands. Like, women need to, like, we need to stop being pick-me's. And I was talking about this in one of the last lives when I was saying basically, like, a lot of us don't have a self-worth, we don't have a good self-concept, we don't have self-value, we don't have high self-esteem, we're not confident. When I was talking about being confident, we're not, because we are not taught to be confident. We don't come out the womb knowing our power, and then we get shunned for being strong. So I don't like the strong black woman trope just as much as the next person don't. However, having strength, shouldn't that be a good thing? It's like everything that's negative or that's positive about us that could be positive is turned into a negative, and it kind of stops you from being all that you could be, you know? And it stunts your growth because we're so consumed with how we're perceived and how we're portrayed in the world. As much as people try to make it seem like we don't care, we don't care about what people think, we've been tricked into thinking that everything about us that's a positive is a negative. It's good to be strong. It's good to be assertive. It's good to have a voice. It's good to be opinionated. And we don't live in a society where women don't work. That's just not what is happening. So if we don't assert ourselves, if we're not asking for what it is that we want or requiring anything, then how do we get our just due? How do we get what we deserve? Especially when it comes to relationships with men, you know? Yeah, exactly. Be proud of your strength, but being considered strong is not the best. A strong black woman, because then people think that you don't need help. People think that you could take on a workload of yourself and everybody else, and you could put a whole army on your back, and then you get wore out, and then you start to have health issues. Stress and all of that is like the number one causes of like heart attack, heart failure, diabetes, having strokes, and all sorts of things. Bambino, stop. Y'all, this cat ruined my life. My life. Oh my god. No, he ruined my couch. I gotta throw it out. But anyways. Just doing everything, being like heavily male identified is pick me behavior. Like I don't really, I have friends, I have people that I hang out with from time to time. I don't hang out that much, especially not these days. Oh god, no. I got too many things to do. So my energy is heavily coveted, and I'm really protecting my energy, especially because people, you would think that they're your friends, but they don't always have your best interest, and they be sending a lot of negativity toward you, and it don't even be intentional all the time. But if a person is not good with themselves, and it could be people that you think are seemingly successful monetarily, it looks like they have worldly possessions, but internally and spiritually they're depleted, they're not happy, their spiritual hygiene is terrible, they are not good. So I had to really reel it in when it comes to hanging out with people. And it's a lonely, I'll be by myself a lot. It's kind of not normal, but it's safe. And I'm like, okay, like my people are gonna continue to come into my life when they are supposed to. With that being said, women in particular are a lot of us, and not just black women, well, clear women too, are very male centered. They compete with other women for the attention of men. They will stab you in the back for the attention of a man. And sometimes it's not even men that they are actually interested in a romantic way, but they just want to be one of the boys. Like they want to be seen as like different from other women. They want to be seen as better than other women. So they'll do things toward women to appease men, or they'll act a certain way toward women to appease men. Like they need to be validated by whether or not men fuck with them. And it don't even gotta just be sex. Friendships, family ships. A lot of women, they coddle men. They make excuses for their terrible behavior. They go against other women for the male gaze or just for male validation. And as Cynthia G would say, shouts out to Cynthia, black male worship. I see it time and time again, like women out here legit dog walking other women for men, setting other women up for men, allowing men to disrespect and demean women, knowing that it's not okay. But just because they want to save face with the man, they will excuse that type of behavior. It's just like us being in, our families, and a lot of women and children being abused, raped, assaulted, and all of these things by men in their family or by close family friends, and it being swept under the rug. And women are helping to sweep it under the rug as well. Think about that. What the fuck type of woman has that type of psyche that she will see a man abusing a woman and still make excuses for that man? That is a fucking pick me. A pick me, that's the worst type. It's the worst type. And I gotta keep stressing, it is not only for sex. It's not only because I'm trying to sleep with you. Being a pick-me's also use that as a form of control. They think that it helps them to gain dominance over other women, and they try to use it to control men too. Women that are pick me's, they will pay for a man's everything. That's for control. That's so that she can keep him around. That's so that she can keep him under her rule of thumb. So in turn, yeah, she's being a paymaster, a pay pig, a pick me, but she's also trying to assert control. Like y'all got to think about the psyche of it. It's not just, oh, that bitch stupid. She paying for everything. She paying for. Yeah, she is, but she's also trying to maintain some type of power, and she feels like that's the only way to do it. Like that's her only method of maintaining power or closeness to this man is by buying him. Men do it all the time, but women do it too, and women tend to do it better because nobody is suspecting that. You just think she's a dumb bitch that's spending all her money on a man. No, she's using her money to control the situation and to get him to adhere to certain things and to have access whenever she wants to. It's a weird, it's a weird fucking bizarro type of, like, it's just, it's different. Somebody up in here, write that book, Love Jones. Thank you, Sonia. Can one of y'all drop my Cash App so I could pin it? I feel like I saw somebody say what it was. But yeah. Hey DH, what's up, boo? And my Cash App is just $ Love Jones TV. Like just straight up like, thank you, babe. You pin it. So yeah, like pick-me's are not just like stupid ass bitches that's just trying to give a man money. No, she's trying to maintain control, power, and access. And women that are very male-centered want to assert dominance over other women because they don't feel like they have personal power. Now, if you don't feel like you have personal power, then you try to take power away from others. You bully other women. As women, I could only speak for women because I'm a woman. You bully other women. You talk down on other women. You talk about other women profusely. You try to create a pack-like mentality amongst other women, and you try to center yourself as the HBIC. You try to get other women to follow you. You try to be a leader when that's not your natural role. Leaders don't have to dominate, assert, and bully other people into letting them lead. It's just a natural order of things. If you naturally are a leader, if you're naturally a boss ass bitch, you don't have to be nasty toward other women. Like I cannot fucking stand bitches that will have you in a situation as a woman, you know, with other women and men and try to talk about you, talk crazy to you, be aggressive toward you, and then they only really do these things when they're around other people. That goes to show how insecure they are and how they don't have personal power because they try to take it away from other women. Those are also pick-me's. I'm schooling y'all some classes in session. Those are also pick-me's. Is y'all picking up what I'm putting down? Dang, I'd buy your book for sure. It would be a help to so many women. Oh my goodness, that is so encouraging. Of course, I'm gonna do every fucking thing. We are building a fucking empire, a corporation over here. What did Mariah say? You a mom and pop, I'm a corporation, I'm a press conference, you a conversation. Oh, why you so obsessed with me? Even though I know why they obsessed. But all of that is coming in due time. Right now, you know, we got to, we can't put the horse before the carriage. You get what I'm saying? So what we're doing now, I'm establishing a base. The same way I'm establishing a base, that is what I'm doing now with my brand and with everything that I'm doing with you guys. I'm establishing a base right now. And I don't even know how big it's going to get, but I know that it's going to fucking be big. You gotta think big, bitch. Think bigger. And I don't even think about timelines anymore because guess what? If you wake up tomorrow, bitch, you're still alive. You're still alive. You got this keep going because you're gonna keep living. Okay? You ain't gonna stop being you. You just gonna keep living and get more lit, more refined, and more successful. So I'm gonna be doing all of that. Books. I'm telling y'all, I'm gonna have I have an empire. It is already created in my mind. I dream about it. It's just a matter of it coming into fruition and bringing it into this physical plane. And these are the beginnings. This is the foundation. So, coming to a city near you. Yeah, women that are bullies, women that bully their children. Like, you hear about a lot of us that be like, dang, I had such a terrible experience with my mom. My mom was a narcissist. My mom was a this. Your mother also suffered from Pickme syndrome. I'm telling y'all. They feel like because they are not chose or they're not getting their just due when it comes to the male gaze, they tend to take it out on people that they feel intimidated by. They want to have power over you. And you got to ask yourself why. People that is continuously searching for power and trying to overpower you feel powerless in most, if not all, areas of their life. So the only way they could get their fix is to get it from you or to get it from men. Now, the woman in the video that I was referencing earlier, and she was saying, "Oh, why aren't black women chose by men? Why aren't black women married? Where did you get your earrings?" I got these the same place I always shop, on 28th Street, between 30 and 28th Street in Manhattan. Thank you. One of those shops. It's like a bunch of jewelry shops over there. I always go there and like buy a gang of accessories. I love accessories. The whole marriage thing, right? And I've listened to Cynthia G talk about this a lot, right? And I've talked about this with my friends before I really got on these YouTube streets. Like, I would talk about these things with my cousins, and some of them would be like, I'm a wife. Like, I'm ready for my black king. I'm ready for my black king. But these women would legit just settle for any type of fucking man just to say that they had a man. And I would watch. I would just sit back and watch. I'm very observant. You are so pretty. Thank you, Jessica. I would just sit back and watch. Judgment free. But it was just like, damn, like, you don't feel like you're valid as a woman unless you have a man. So with that being said, and having that type of I don't know the word I'm looking for, but thinking that way, you set yourself up to be a mark. Once again, pick-me's are usually the ones that's used by men. They will pay for things. They lead with their wallets. They are resting in their masculinity because they feel like, I need to assert myself. I need to go and get it. I need to chase. I need to turn into the predator. I need to, and you don't. You really don't. Now, don't get it confused. I am not saying that you should not let a man know that you're interested in him. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. But don't do any heavy pursuing. You should not be out here, I need a man, I need a man. Like, when you make I need a man your default setting, men can smell that from a mile away and they're going to fucking use you. You're going to get milked like a cow. You're setting yourself up to be a mark. And then you try to position yourself with assets and all of these things. I'm not saying don't get to the bag. But if you're doing that so that you could be more appealing to a man, you are essentially saying, you're throwing a kite out into the universe that says, hey, I have all of these things. I have houses, I have a car, I have money. Pick me, because I'll take care of you. And not just in the way that a woman is supposed to take care of a man. Pick me because I got money. Pick me. I have a nice car that I'll let you drive. Pick me. I've acquired all of these things because I'm so desperate for a man. And I don't feel like me just solely being beautiful and feminine and having personality and being well-versed on a couple different topics and, being able to teach a man about something that I read about in a book somewhere, or just legit being my feminine self is not enough. So I have to compete with men to get a man, and I have to demean women that don't have as much as me, but can still get a man without having shit. I have to make her feel like she's less than. Because, once again, pick-me's are usually bullies toward other women. Now, if I'm a bully toward you, I'm going to try to fuck with your self-esteem, and I'm going to try to fuck with your self-concept. Now, women that are usually bullies, they act this way in front of men and other people. They will hang out with their girlfriends and try to demean them, degrade them, and down them in front of other men so that they won't be seen as attractive as they are, so that the pick-me has more options. I'm just giving y'all a different angle. I'm just giving y'all a different angle. But the whole, like, if you're not married, because they shame me when I get up here and I talk, and they try to. They don't, I don't give a fuck about none of this shit. But, oh, yo, do you have a man? Somebody was like, do you have a man? Are you married? Oh, you ain't got no ring? That explains it all. That explains what? That I'm smart? That I chose to live my life how I saw fit? Then somebody said my eggs was drying up. Bitch, I still get a monthly, okay? I could still have a fucking baby. All right? It's not giving, I'm not 60, okay? Like, the fuck? But whether or not I have a husband or not does not mean that I'm less than a woman. It doesn't mean that I'm less special. It doesn't mean that you're less special. It doesn't mean that you're not worthy. It doesn't mean that you're not a good person. It doesn't mean that you're not a bomb ass chef's fucking kiss woman. It doesn't mean any of those things. It probably meant that you were smart and you chose yourself. And you didn't drink the fucking bullshit Kool-Aid that they've been selling to our aunties and grandmas and grandmamas and great-grandmamas that ultimately told you, make sure you have your own, while simultaneously depending on a man. That's what my great-grandmother taught me, because her husband came home and gave her his whole check, and she rationed out money for him. She paid the bills, but she also had her own money. She always kept a stash in that Crown Royale bag, okay? Sis had a safe in a closet, a pew-pew. She always kept a stash, but she got her bread from her man. I'm sorry. She got that money from that man, but she also had her own. Why would they teach us that? Because they know that men are financially abusive. When you are solely reliant on them for finances, they can be physically, mentally, emotionally abusive. We all know these things. And a lot of women that are in marriages are suffering, but they're suffering in silence because we have been sold the notion that, especially as a black woman, if you got a ring, then you're inherently better. It's a cloak of, bitch, I'm better than you bitches because I got a motherfucking ring. And that is a scam. It's a scam. It does not make you better, because people get divorced and a lot of husbands ain't shit. And there's a lot of married single mothers. Like, let's just keep it real. This is not me saying that I'm against marriage, because I am not. If I'm inspired to do that at some point, then I will do it. I have not been inspired to do that. I have been asked to get married a few times, and I've declined because it wasn't something that I wanted to do. I just didn't want to do it. And we could beg to differ that maybe, oh, it wasn't the right person, you didn't want to do it with who you was going to do it with. I could say that, but I could also say people don't get married just because they're in love. A lot of people get married for convenience. A lot of people get married, for business. A lot of people get married because they're lonely. A lot of people get married because they don't have family. So just to get married, that's not hard to do. People be, oh, you ain't got no man. Bitch, first of all, y'all don't know what the fuck I got. I'm Love Jones. I probably got a few niggas. But a man is the easiest fucking thing to get. Like, I'm attractive. And I'm not just physically attractive. I'm emotionally attractive. I'm spiritually attractive. Men love the sound of my voice. They do. They tell me all the time. And I'm sexy. So that alone gets you through the door. Men are very shallow and visual. And on top of that, I'm a good time. Like, I'm smart and we'll have fun. And I'm ambitious. That's bitch, you don't need nothing else. You don't need anything else to get a man. Like, I don't know what y'all, you don't. Like, that's it. You just got to know your worth. And it has to be something that you want to do and that you're ready to do. Right? But a pick me will parade around with a man that isn't fulfilling, doesn't help her around the house, goes on vacation whenever he feels like it, financially abuses her, barely helps with the children, gives her all of the workload, forces her into threesomes to keep things spicy. Tell her she should allow him to cheat in peace. Doesn't help with any of the domestic work. And she'll do all of these things just to say, I got a man. So the question should never be, why is it that Black women aren't married? The question should be, there should be no fucking question. There should be a round of applause for the fact that we actually started to wake up and choose our motherfucking selves. There should be a round of applause for the fact that we actually are starting to develop self-worth. And don't get me wrong, a lot of melanin-rich women actually are married. Like, that's not even, like, fully true. However, everyone doesn't want to dedicate their lives to taking care of other people or feeling like a slave or being with a man that doesn't appreciate them, because a lot of women don't feel appreciated by their husbands. And that's just, it's just true. The happiest people are single women and married men. Now, I got to keep saying this because you all love to misconstrue and chop and screw and flip it like a Missy Elliott song, everything that I say. I am not saying that you shouldn't get married. I'm just saying that you should do it because you want to and not because you feel like you have to. Because men love to get up here and try to shame you for not being married when marriage benefits them more. And I said what I said. I said what I said. Tina Turner took a turn for the worse. Bitch, fuck you and your mother. And that, ladies and gentlemen, was my TED Talk for today. So I'm going to continue to finish what I'm doing. And I'm going to read you all's comments. And I'm going to interact with you all. I have to learn that I can't, in order for me to, because y'all, these men love it over here for whatever reason. They come over here and they troll really, really hard. So it makes it a little difficult for me sometimes to keep my train of thought because I get sidetracked and I'll be ready to just like cuss y'all out. But yeah, I needed to get out, what today's live stream was about. But ladies, know your worth. Having a man does not make you more or less valuable. If anything, a man having you makes him more or less valuable. Don't ever forget that. We are not feeding into the scam anymore. Men are not the prize. Men are not better than you. They're not smarter than you. Physically, they may be stronger, but mentally, they are not stronger. That's why you see a lot of men. That's why the feminicide rates are through the roof, because men are out here snapping. That's why the penitentiaries are filled up with men. Huda and the color cinnamon bond is what I just finished my face with. But this is what I set with the Laura Mercier translucent honey loose setting powder. And I bet you look gorgeous without makeup. I do. Scroll back when this is done and look at the beginning. I legit sat here and did my makeup start to finish. But thank you. Okay. Like I said, whether or not a man chooses you, it should never matter over you choosing yourself. Your self-concept, your self-worth, and how you feel about yourself should always, always, always be your top priority. Because most people that I know that are married and that have kids, they always tell me, don't do it. I would wait. If I was you, I wouldn't do it. They always say that. So for them to always, before the rhetoric was, oh, it's so fulfilling. I see women now, you know, that be like, oh, I love my kids or whatever, but if I could do it all over, I wouldn't have done it necessarily. Or I would have waited. And then when you take advice of women, they say, oh, you're washed. Nobody's going to want you. That's why you're going to die alone. I'm fulfilled for the most part. And if I want to have a child, I will. But it won't be because society pressured me to. It'll be because I'm truly ready to be a mom. And I will never, ever have a child for a man. And I tell you this all the time. Gatekeep your womb. Don't ever have a child for a man, because chances are you might end up a single parent. You might have to go at it alone. And even if you are married, you can get a divorce. Your husband could legit just not fucking help, because that's what men do sometimes. We got to keep it real. They be in a house and they don't help you with the kids. They watch TV, they go on work trips, and then you're stuck just rearing the children on your own. And that's so many women's story. And I'm okay. And I'm not just talking about melanin rich women. And I think that's where everybody gets confused. They think that I'll just be talking about melanin rich women. No. Clear women, they be having the issue too. And I beg to differ that they having a harder time, because they used to have us to do their domestic work. When y'all was saying, oh, when women used to get to sit home and women, oh, we used to go to work. That's a crock of shit. Black women ain't never got to be a feminist and just rest in femininity in this country. We always had to work. We was working for the clears, taking care of their motherfucking kids, doing a domestic housework. That has always been a thing. So y'all can miss me with that shit. Doing all of that work for what? For a man to still say you're worthless? Your womb don't mean shit? Bitch, I don't need you. I could have did this without you. Show absolutely no gratitude. Who's gonna choose that? I'm not choosing it. I didn't choose that. There's nothing about that that's like, no. I'm sorry, no. No, just no. And when I do choose to do that, that would be my business. And I would do my due diligence to pick a suitable partner. And even if things don't work out, because sometimes things don't work out or people pass away, I would have set myself up to whereas me and my child would be okay. And that's the best you could hope for, right? But a man should never validate you, and don't be a pick me. Don't chase a man. Don't be staking out trying to harass a man. Don't do that. Don't do it. We've all been there. But it's not rewarding at the end of the day. It's really not. You deserve so much better. There's someone out there that will love you, that you don't have to go to bat for, that you don't have to be weird and crazy and cry and scream and fight. There's someone out there that will love you for who you are. don't be a pick me. Don't be nasty to other women. Don't be so male-centered. It's not a good way to live. Thank you. Who's being disrespectful? See, this is why I be trying not to read. Having a child is the best thing you can ever do. Makes your life a lot more happy. I have a 22-month-old baby girl. Can't wait to come home and hug her after work. That's so sweet. So I'm going to use this, the Rebel Mint Julia's Place. Thank you. It's these colors. I'm going to go in with this lighter one. And then I'm going to use that one. Tuck at the crease. What's your opinion on the trans girlies? I don't have an opinion on that. I keep saying, I feel like you came in here yesterday asking the same thing. My first and only top priority is women that look like me, women that's of my likeness. Everybody else, I don't have an opinion on. I don't. Everybody live their life as they see fit. I taught my wife how to day trade just in case she can easily make 1,000 in 10 minutes. I love that. That's dope. That's dope. Yeah, I absolutely believe that, you know, you should be able to learn something from your partner, and your partner should add something to your life. Otherwise, what's the point? I just watched some of your shorts, and your figure has got to be the best I've ever seen. Thank you. It's definitely gonna get better because I'm about to start working out again, like really the way that I used to. I used to have like a soft six pack, like for real. And I haven't been working out the way that I need to. But we're changing that, so. About to be in the best shape of my life. This is so pretty. Why are you doing your makeup on live? Because I'm a beauty guru and I have a beauty brand. I have a beauty brand. Why are you here? Why are you in a women's live watching what I'm doing and worrying about what I'm doing? It'd be that part for me. Oh, this is so pretty. Look at that. Ooh. This is a really, really pretty color. Girl, what? Girl, wasn't we together yesterday? My boyfriend not believing me. I will be joining the gym soon. What's up, Amberella? What are you talking about? What? The pick-me's get the man while you're single complaining about said pick-me's. The pick-me's don't get the man. That's the thing. The pick-me's, most pick-me's are single. Have you guys ever heard of Pearl? Pearl is single, and a guy said that they don't like her because she's too masculine. Most pick-me's are single because physically they don't look like what a lot of men actually want. Or they're in miserable relationships going to bat for a man that really don't give a shit about them in real life. They're just being used. And I'm so, like, y'all keep saying, y'all think, I don't even gotta, it's just hilarious that y'all think I have a hard time with the opposite sex. That's really, really funny to me. I just be like, like, that's funny that y'all think I have a hard time with the opposite sex. That's really like comedy. Like, y'all really think I'm having the hardest fucking time with the opposite sex? Are y'all, it's fucking, it gotta be crack. It has to be crack. Crack, the strongest crack. Because it ain't no way. It ain't no way. I'm like, what? Like, it's crack. It gotta be crack. Do y'all have certain routines for y'all workout? I'm still in my physical therapy routine. They should know they don't have a hard time with men when they come here in the drill. You don't have a... Amberella, hella... I just be still trying to figure out why the fuck are they here. They can't stop coming over here. Like, to tell me I can't get a man. Like, I just be... and to ask me if I got an OnlyFans. Yeah, I can't get a man. Like, I just have such a hard time with the male gaze. Like... it's just so hard for a man to ever to no, men just don't like me. Like, are y'all dumb? But yet can't keep they funky asses from coming over here. Cannot keep they funky asses from coming over here, but sitting up here saying I can't get a man and men don't like me and that's why I'm single. Like, what are y'all talking about? Ooh, I really like that. You're so beautiful and pretty. Your hair is luscious. Thank you. Love your earrings. Thanks, Sharon. Like, don't make me get up here and talk my shit. Men love me. They be begging. Begging to be chose. Crying. Like, pay my entry fee. Yes. Yes, everybody up in here hit the like button. Honestly, I have so much to do that I just I couldn't. I just have so much to do that I'm supposed to do, and I know that. And a lot of men don't understand that. Like, I wouldn't have the Love Jones show if I was still dating who I was dating before I started actually doing the Love Jones show, because he would be like, why do you have to say that? Why do you have to do this? Why do you have to do... A lot of men try to snuff the light out of women that are meant to change the fucking world and shake some shit up. They don't just let you be. A man does not just let you be and just do your thing. The average man doesn't. There are some that will, but the average man does not let a woman shine. The average man does not let a woman flourish. The average man has to center himself. And this is what the fuck y'all do when y'all come over here and bring y'all funky asses in my comment section. You have to center yourself. That is the nature of a man. Y'all gotta center yourselves. Look, what the fuck is y'all even talking about? They have to center themselves. I'm not talking to men, but they come over here and try to center themselves. Like, it's just, yes, males show up, slow up progress of women when you who got ish to do. A man will support you. Some men will support you, but a lot won't. Those are vampires, emotionally draining. A lot of men are emotionally draining, and this is what y'all fail to realize. They drain you. They stick you in a house with a kid. They stick you in a house. They want you to be pregnant so you can't go out and you can't do whatever it is that you need to do. A lot of men, look at them up in here, centering themselves. Y'all drain yourselves. I'm not. That's what they do. Look, just look in the comment section. This is what men do. In this live, I specifically am telling women not to be pick-me's and not to validate themselves or their self-worth based on whether or not a man chooses them. And here comes men. I'm not talking to y'all niggas. Like, I'm not talking to y'all. Thank you, Ash. Do you males nothing better to do on a Friday night? Girl, it ain't even nighttime. It's 5 p.m. And I'm just like, where are your children? Where's your wife? Like, why are y'all not like helping your kids with the homework? Like, it's so many other things that y'all could be doing rather than getting up in here trying to like tell me about myself. Like, I just wait, this needs to be. Thank you, Stella. Like, now it's a man up in here calling me a grandma. Like, what the fuck is... And they wonder why we disengage. They wonder why we disengage. Like, who want to deal with this? Who the fuck wants to deal with this? Of course there's pictures of myself behind me. I'm a model. I'm an actress. I'm an entertainer. Don't be a hater. Y'all be hating. Haters. My pictures are absolutely beautiful. It's nothing funny about it. She needs a man. I don't... What do I need a man for, TK? And who says I don't have one? Or a couple? But what do I need a man for? I want to know. Thank you, Virginia. Because this whole, she needs a man, like, for what? To do what? For what? To harass me? To tell me what to do? To tell me to stop doing what I'm doing? To try to give input on how I should be doing what I do? Like, y'all are fucking weird. Maybe get some pictures of other faces other than yourself on your wall. For what? Why wouldn't I not want to look at myself? I'm beautiful, captivating, stunning. So I need a man so that I could look at a man's ugly ass face on my wall. Are you crazy? I would still have this if I had a man. This is my set. This is my show. Like, what the fuck is wrong with y'all? Look, y'all see what I'm saying? Men cannot help but to try to censor themselves. Why do I need to put a men on my wall? Y'all can't help but to try to censor yourselves. It's not about y'all. It's not. Man hater. Like, I don't hate men. I actually love men. But majority rules, and the majority men do not be the greatest of people. So you need a woman. I'm good with myself and with who I have. Exactly, Tatiana. They hate it. Like, oh, she needs a man to put a man up on her wall instead of pictures of herself. This is my show and this is my set. Why the fuck would I have a man, pictures of a man in my set? Like, what are we doing? This is Juvia's Place in the color wine. What? You know a real man would beat the shit out of you for misbehaving? You see this? They're threatening violence. Lonely cat owning bitch. You see this? Tell us your cat's names. Look at how these men are fucking disgusting. They're violent. They're predators. They're disgusting and vile. Do y'all see how these men are coming up in here? Look, uses her body to get ahead. Do y'all see what these men are saying? These men are fucking disgusting. And then when I say men are disgusting, a lot of them are fucking predators, and y'all wonder why women are choosing to be stuck in a fucking forest with a bear over a man. This is what I'm talking about. That's disgusting. Why would you threaten to beat my ass? Why would y'all threaten violence against a woman that is not even fucking talking to you, that's legit just sitting here talking to other women in a space that is curated meticulously for women? Do y'all see what I'm talking about? Exactly, Amberella. And they wonder why we don't want no fucking parts. They wonder why. Look at that. That's fucking... They reveal themselves. Then men will get up in here and say, oh, all men ain't like this. All men... A lot of y'all are, though. So why don't y'all check the motherfuckers that's like that if you're not one of them? I'm going to go live and say all of this about women. You're going to tell what? I'm telling women not to be pick-me's. What the fuck are you going to say? You're going to tell women not to be pick-me's? That's what I'm saying. Like, what the fuck is wrong? I can't. I cannot. Men are threatening violence because I'm telling women not to be pick-me's and to put themselves first. And they wonder why we decentering men and not trying to fuck with them like that. It's crazy. Exactly, Holly. It's disgusting. Like, these males are lonely and get turned on arguing back and forth with women, especially black women. It's a kink. That's why they're asking for your OnlyFans. I don't have one though, but you're right. It is. It gotta be. Because I wouldn't be up in nobody's comment section that is not talking about something that I want to hear just to go back and forth. It's really sad what women go through on a daily. And then when we finally say, okay, enough, I'm not going to deal with this anymore, and let me empower other women so that we don't have to deal with abusive, narcissistic, predatory men, or that we could at least look out for the telltale signs of men that are like that and do better and choose better like they continuously tell us to. You get penalized for it. But it's okay. I'll take the lashings because I have a message. And I'm here to say whatever it is that I need to say. I'm here to say what I need to say. So now they pull a race card. TK, but you still not talking about men that's up in here threatening women. You see, they just bypass that. They skip over that. She's such a victim. She's the only person alive getting trolled for her controversial. You know what? You're getting the fuck out of here, bitch. I allowed you to stay, but now you're getting the fuck out of here, you stupid, cock-sucking, fucking, bussy-popping, feminine ass man. I'm so over y'all. I'm so over it. Like, leave me alone. These men are unhinged. These men are unhinged. Like, why are you here? In a woman's space, acting like a fucking woman, needing to be centered so fucking bad, being a pick-me ass nigga. That's what y'all are. Y'all are pick-me's, but in a male form. Oh, look at me, look at me. I'm gonna troll the woman who's talking to women and trying to empower women. Oh, I'm so, look at me, look at me. Like, thank you, Tony. We can't make this shit up. But anyways, I'm about to go. I'm done. This is the final look. I love you all so much. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Do you like simps? The way that y'all define simps is a man that is chivalrous, generous, and that has respect for women. So if that is a simp, yes, simps are my type. Simps are my type. What you said, boo? Why I always get anxious trying and type into a creator or live. I be so nervous. I had to type Love Jones show page to see her content. Like I'm a bush babe, I guess. Hey, boo. It's okay. You all good. They up here cussing me and dragging me like a dog in the street. It's all right. If I could take it, you could type us something, girl. We in the building. Purple lips. Yes, that's my favorite. I love ombre, so I'm always like a mauve pink purple girl. Like that's always my lip combo. Black women are the strongest and I love them all. I'm ready to conquer. Good luck to you. Thank you. Thank you guys. I appreciate the love that I received, and to the fucking trolls and the haters, they just coming over here to try to stop our flow, but they will not. The revolution is absolutely being televised right the fuck now, bitch. And I'm not gonna stop. I don't give a fuck. Y'all can say whatever the fuck y'all want to say. I don't care. But best believe your girl will be licensed, and I do got that spray on deck, and I will have a pokey on me. So if y'all ever think y'all gonna try to run up on me in real life, think twice. Thank you, Kristen. Thank you, Tatiana. Thank you, Six Figure Days. Thank you, Reflecting Trees. Thank you, Amberella. Yes, and don't forget to hit the like button on your way out. Amberella, they crazy. See, this is why I be like, don't completely just block all of them, because we need them to continuously expose themselves. They all swear that they're good men and that we just making up shit, and that's why you single. Why the fuck would any of us want to be with the type of men that be up in this chat? They be really like... We need to run real hard and real fast. If this is what y'all representatives are, men, we need to run. We need to run. Because the way these men be up in here is very scary. It's frightening. It's giving, bitch, choose the bear. Choose the bear. Choose the bear. All right. I'm out. Show up as her, be her. I'm not even about to say show up as him, be him. We're not even giving them in a shout out no more because they be coming up in here being disgusting. You're the center of the motherfucking universe. You are the prize, okay? Don't ever let nobody think that they could fucking treat you bad or knock you off your square or make you feel like you ain't that motherfucking girl, because you are. Life is a movie and you're starring in it. Spread love is the Brooklyn way. I will see you guys later.